Assalamu alaikum everyone.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to our session of names of Allah. The Prophet ﷺ said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has 99 names and whoever memorizes them will enter Jannah.
Okay. So last week, you remember, we learned two names. And they were?
Ya Halim, the forbearing, and Ya Sabur, the patient.
Yes. Ya Halim, the forbearing, and Ya Sabur, the patient. And this week, we're going to learn three names. We're going to learn three names because they're all kind of connected to each other. So first
is Ya Azeem, the magnificent. Ya Ali, the most high. And Ya Kabeer, the most great.
Yes. So Ya Azeem, the magnificent. Ya Ali, the most high. And Ya Kabeer, the most great. So three names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, to help us understand these three names, can you think of something in this world that's magnificent, that's quite high, and that's also quite great? And we'll give you a clue. You need to look up.
The sky.
The sky. Yes. So the sky. So the sky, for example, is
magnificent. Is magnificent. So like you might see the sky and you're like, wow, look at it, it's so pretty, especially at sunset. So the sky is magnificent and really beautiful.
Yeah, so when you look at the sky, sometimes you're in different parts of the world, you just like, wow, that is so awesome, so magnificent, so beautiful. You can't help but just wonder about the sky and just look at it. So in that way, the sky is quite magnificent. The sky is also
very high. So you might have a really tall building, but then you might have a mountain, and mountains are bigger than the buildings, aren't they? But then the sky is bigger than any of that.
Yeah, so buildings, mountains, even clouds, the sky is higher than that. Because the sky is so high and it goes up higher than anything that we can see in this world. So the sky is not just magnificent, but it's also very high. And finally, we can also say that the sky is very
great. So the sky, look, in day and night, it's so like beautiful.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you look up, you'll see the night sky or the day sky, but you'll see the sky because that's how great it is. It covers the whole of the earth, and no matter where you are in the earth, no matter how big the earth is, you can always look up and you can see the sky. So now we understand that, okay, so the sky is something that is magnificent, that it's high, and it's also great. So the sky is three of those things. But now we take this all to another special level. And when we think of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, now we say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Ya Azeem, the magnificent. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is just so awesome. Like all these names of Allah that we've learned, all these names that we learned, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most merciful, that He's the watcher, that He's the forgiving, that He's, so many different things that we've learned about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one that lowers and He's the one that raises, He's the one that contracts and He expands and so on. So much we've learned about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It just makes us think that Allah, you are so amazing, so magnificent. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Ya Azeem, the magnificent. When we say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Ya Ali, the most high. Meaning there is nothing more high than Allah. In this world, see, we think sometimes that the higher something is, then the more important it is. The higher something is, then the more special it is. But there's nothing more special, nothing more important than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the most high. He is the highest, and there's nothing that is higher than Him or more important or more special than Allah. And finally, we say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Ya Kabeer, the most great. Meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the greatest thing and the most important thing in our life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we learned, is Ya Khaliq, the creator, and we learned how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala watches over us, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provides for us, and so on. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most great. He is the one who is the most important thing in our life, the most important thing in our life. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Ya Azeem, the magnificent, Ya Ali, the most high, and Ya Kabeer, the most great. And actually, if we take this to an even higher level, so these names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we actually use them in our salah. So for example, when we start our salah, what do we say?
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar, meaning Allah is the greatest. Yeah? So we're saying that, we put our hands up and say, okay, Allahu Akbar, Allah is the greatest, Allah is the most important, so I'm going to ignore everything else in the world, and I'm just going to read Salah and focus on Allah. And then when you go to Ruku, we say,
Subhana Rabbiyal Azeem.
Subhana Rabbiyal Azeem, which means,
glory to my Rabb, the magnificent.
Yes, we say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are so awesome, so magnificent, that I just have to bow down to you. Because you're just too awesome, Allah, that I just have to bow down to you. So we say, glory to my Rabb, the magnificent. And finally, when you go into sajda, we say,
Subhana Rabbiyal A'la.
Yes, meaning,
glory to my Rabb, the most high.
Yes, so when you go down to sajda, and that's like the lowest position we can be in Salah. We put our head all the way to the floor. And then when we put our head all the way to the floor, we say, glory to Allah, the most high. Saying, Allah, you're the most high, and I'm putting my head all the way down to the floor for you, because there's nothing higher than you, nothing more important than you. So the names of Allah, we use them in our salah as well, and now they have an extra special meaning when we use them in our salah. So now we know the names: Ya Azeem, the magnificent; Ya Ali, the most high; and Ya Kabeer, the most great. So what does this mean for us? So firstly, it should mean that we should
think about Allah. He is magnificent.
He is magnificent.
He is magnificent to spend some time every day just reflecting on how amazing He is.
Yes, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is magnificent, so we should spend time every day just reflecting on how amazing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is.
We should also be humble. He is the most high, so just like in sajda, we are completely dependent and in need of Him all the time.
Yes. So just like in sajda, we realize that, okay, Allah, we put ourselves down, we need you, you're the most high. We should be like this throughout our life. And finally, we should
focus on Allah. He is the most great, so make Him the most important focus in your life.
Yeah, so just like in salah, we say Allahu Akbar when we start our salah, and then we focus on our salah. Like that, we should try and remember throughout our day that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most important. So as much as possible, we make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the focus of our life. Okay, so let's now go to the names of Allah that we've learned so far. Are you ready? Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Malik, Ya Quddus, Ya Salam, Ya Mu'min, Ya Muhaymin, Ya Aziz, Ya Jabbar, Ya Mutakabbir, Ya Khaliq, Ya Bari, Ya Musawwir, Ya Ghaffar, Ya Ghafoor, Ya Kahhar, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razzaq, Ya Fattah, Ya Alim, Ya Qabid, Ya Basit, Ya Khafid, Ya Rafi', Ya Mu'iz, Ya Muzil, Ya Sami', Ya Basir, Ya Hakam, Ya Adl, Ya Hakim, Ya Latif, Ya Khabir, Ya Shahid, Ya Raqib, Ya Halim, Ya Sabur, Ya Azeem, Ya Azeem, Ya Ali, Ya Kabeer. So alhamdulillah, that's amazing. That's 40 names we've learned now. 40 names. That's really good, really amazing. But now, because we finished another row, we're going to try something to do something a little bit more amazing. We talk about magnificent, high, amazing, great. So let's try and do all the names now again, but this time with the meanings. Okay, so we'll try and do all together. Ready? Okay, so Ya Allah, Ya Rahman,
the most
merciful, Ya Rahim,
the
special merciful, Ya Malik, the king, Ya Quddus, the pure, Ya Salam, the giver of peace, Ya Mu'min, the giver of security, Ya Muhaymin, the watcher and protector, Ya Aziz, the mighty, Ya Jabbar, the compeller, Ya Mutakabbir, the supreme, Ya Khaliq, the creator, Ya Bari, the maker, Ya Musawwir, the shaper, Ya Ghaffar, the always forgiving, Ya Ghafoor, the all forgiving, Ya Kahhar, the dominant, Ya Wahhab, the giver of gifts, Ya Razzaq, the provider, Ya Fattah, the opener, Ya Alim,
the all-knowing,
Ya Qabid, Ya Qabid, the restrictor, Ya Basit, the expander. Ya Khafid, the lowerer. Ya Rafi, the raiser. Ya Mu'izz, the giver of honor. Ya Muzil, the giver of dishonor. Yes, yes, Sami', the
all
hearing. Ya Basir, the all seeing. Ya Hakam,
the judge. Ya Adil, the just. Ya Hakim, the wise.
Ya Latif, the most gentle. Ya Khabeer, the all aware. Ya Shaheed, the witness. Ya Raqib, the watcher. Ya Halim, the forbearing. Ya Sabur, the most patient. Ya Azeem, the magnificent. Ya Ali, the most high. And finally, Ya Kabeer, the most great. Alhamdulillah, we got there. So I say, carry on practicing. And inshallah, the more you practice, then maybe you can get to it without laughing and without getting stuck. So alhamdulillah, 40 names. We're almost halfway through. And inshallah, we'll speak to you next week. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.